Windows 1. Released in 1985, this wasn't actually a standalone operating system, but rather a graphical operating environment that sat on top of Microsoft DOS. It introduced the world to the concept of a mouse-driven interface, scroll bars, and built-in applications like Notepad and Paint, though Windows could only be tiled rather than overlapped. Windows 2. This 1987 iteration brought overlapping windows to the desktop, which sparked a famous legal battle with Apple over interface design. It gained traction because it could run early versions of Microsoft Word and Excel, making PCs significantly more viable for serious office work. Windows 3. Launching in 1990, this version became the first wildly successful release for Microsoft, thanks to vastly improved memory management and a cleaner user interface. It also introduced Program Manager and File Manager alongside the legendary Solitaire game, cementing the PC's place in both corporate offices and homes. Windows 95. This massive 1995 release completely redefined the PC experience by introducing the Start menu, the taskbar, and Windows Explorer. It shifted the architecture to a 32-bit system and popularized the plug-and-play concept.
And it's going to load in the appropriate drivers. You'll notice that this scanner build,
making hardware installation much less painful for everyday users. Windows 98. Building directly on its predecessor's success, this version integrated the Internet Explorer browser deeply into the desktop interface, reflecting the rapid rise of the World Wide Web. It offered much better USB support, an improved FAT32 file system, and general stability upgrades that made it a consumer favorite. Windows Millennium Edition. Released in 2000 and commonly known as Windows Me, this was the final version based on the old MS-DOS backbone. It focused heavily on home media and digital music, but it was plagued by frequent crashes and system instability, earning a reputation as a misstep for the company. Windows 2000. Launching around the same time as Windows Me, this system was built on the robust NT architecture and targeted strictly at businesses and professionals. It was praised for its incredible stability, advanced security features, and support for a wide range of hardware plugins, laying the groundwork for future consumer systems. Windows XP. Arriving in 2001, this legendary release merged the consumer-friendly features of the 95 era with the rock-solid stability of the NT architecture. Sporting a bright, colorful redesign and advanced multimedia capabilities, it became one of the most beloved and long-lived operating systems in technology history. Windows Vista. This 2007 release introduced a striking, translucent design language called Aero, alongside a heavy emphasis on security features. However, it required demanding hardware specifications and suffered from severe software compatibility issues at launch, which alienated many users. Windows 7. Debuting in 2009, this version fixed the performance issues of its predecessor, while keeping the sleek aesthetic, resulting in a massive critical and commercial success. It refined the taskbar with pinned applications, simplified networking, and became the new gold standard for reliability on personal computers. Windows 8. Launching in 2012, this was a radical departure that eliminated the traditional start menu in favor of a full-screen, touch-optimized start screen filled with live tiles. The drastic shift confused traditional desktop users who relied on a keyboard and mouse, leading to a swift backlash against the dual interface design. Windows 10. Released in 2015, this version corrected course by bringing back the familiar start menu while blending it with some modern tile elements. Microsoft shifted to a model of continuous updates rather than major standalone releases, introducing features like virtual desktops, the Cortana Assistant, and a dedicated app store. Windows 11. This current iteration brought a major visual overhaul with a centered taskbar, rounded corners, and a simplified user experience. It demands stricter modern hardware security features and integrates cloud tools alongside artificial intelligence directly into the workspace to handle modern computing needs.